The Best Green Lantern mod is being completely overhauled, and we're getting a first look at a bunch of the new changes. When released, this mod will be called the New Core, and is a continuation of Foily's Lantern Core, adding all new 3D models, more customization to create your own lantern, and more unique stats and abilities for all the lantern rings. You'll see all the upcoming changes as we go through the mod. So let's start with how to get the powers in survival. So you remember the vibranium craters that you can find in Palladium, right?
Yes, you have to find them very low below ground, or like in the ocean, or underneath a heart-shaped herb, right?
Right. So finding those meteors is also how you find the unique lantern cores in this mod in survival. Whichever core you get is going to determine the color of your lantern ring. There's also some for kind of these other more unique lantern rings. After you find one of the cores, you then have to craft it into your actual lantern battery. So, for example, if you found the willpower battery core, you just got to surround that with raw titanium and these Owen circuits. The Owen circuits are also found in meteors, but can also be traded by wandering traders. That's how you get your actual lantern battery. Then all you have to do to get the ring is combine that battery with titanium. And also for very specific rings, you need an unpowered lantern battery. I'm going to start with a green ring.
Okay, I am going to be going with blue.
So like I said, core in the middle, titanium on the top and bottom, and circuits on the side for the battery. Then we take the battery, put that in the middle, surround it with 4 raw titanium, and you get the ring, which also gives you the lantern back. So now you should have both your lantern and your ring.
Yeah, I like the way you carry the lantern.
Same. And if you're familiar with this mod, you may notice that the models have been completely redone, and I really like the changes. And another great thing they've added is compatibility with the Keelios menu, which now has a lantern battery and lantern ring slot. That way, when you equip them, you can see it on your side and not take up space in your inventory.
Oh, wait, that's sick.
So to actually start using your powers, you have to charge the ring with your battery. Either hold it in your hand and right-click, or you can place it on the ground and then right-click on it on the ground.
Oh.
And when you right-click, you get your little lantern.
The oath.
To activate your lantern suit, you just use the bottom ability. So by pressing the bottom ability, bam.
Whoa.
We got our suits. And one of the awesome things about this mod, there's actually an entire section of customization unique to you. If you go to your inventory and go to accessories, which is at the bottom right of your player, you have an entire menu of different lantern suits you can pick from. So here's Injustice. Here's Injustice 2021.
No way. This is so sick.
Right? Not only can you change how you look, but you can also change your flight styles. So you have your normal flight styles from Palladium, or if you want to go crazy with certain ones, and not all of them have this.
What?
Be seeing you.
How?
I've never been the biggest fan of Palladium Flight. It's always kind of bugged me a little bit, but
This feels nice.
something about like this mod just makes it feel so much better. To level up your lantern, you have to grind for a ton of XP levels, which you can then spend in your power tree. So when you go into your power menu, you'll notice you have an entire skill tree.
Yes.
We can start just by maxing it out, just so you can see everything that you can do. So you can upgrade your defense, you upgrade your strength.
So do the different rings have different abilities?
Yes, they do. Some of them are pretty similar, but that's one of the bigger changes, is that they actually wanted to make all the different rings more unique than they were in like the normal Foily's Lantern, because they were still different, but they were all very similar. This one makes them all a lot more unique. Let's start with the top ability, which is your beam. Pretty standard, but pretty cool. You also notice too, as you use your beam, you're starting to lose your energy.
That drains pretty fast.
All you gotta do to recharge it is right click on your lantern.
Yeah.
It will repeat the oath and completely recharge your bar. So you'll notice too, we have difference in punch damage. So you have 10, I have 14. 15 on the crit, 21 on the crit. And punch damage isn't the only difference between all the rings either. There's completely different beam damage, resistance, and overall stats for all of the different rings. And that's one of the biggest improvements from this new version of the mod. Now let's take a look at one of the most famous abilities of the lanterns, the constructs. By holding the second ability, you should have a range of different items you can create. And unlike in the previous version, these models are actually a lot more 3D. So I have the willpower battle axe. What do you got there?
Hope Spear.
And one of my personal favorite things about the constructs is that most of them are completely unique to their ring color. Ooh, I don't have that one. What's that?
This is a Warhammer.
Oh, that is sick.
So do these like stay in your inventory, or are they just like in there until your energy runs out?
It actually costs energy to not only use them, but just holding them also drains your energy.
Oh, okay.
And you can even create unique weapon combinations with them, like that one. Oh, that is sick.
Yeah, this is a bow staff and shield. Yeah, what is that one?
So this is a willpower bat, which actually comes with knockback 3.
Oh my goodness.
And again, a lot of these have been redone to be a lot more 3D and more unique, and I absolutely love it. As you continue to upgrade your ring, you eventually unlock the power that is unique to your ring color. So I have one called Willpower Overdrive. Burn out your lantern battery as a last attempt, flooding your ring with unstable power. For 5 minutes, your stats surge beyond their limits, but at the cost of leaving your power source behind. So if I hold the lantern and I press my 4th ability, it actually unpowers my lantern battery, and now I have 5 minutes of busted stats. Now I do 29 per hit, and my beam does 19. After this 5 minutes is up, I actually have to get a new source of my power.
Yeah, mine says Inflict Hope.
Yes, Inflict Hope is the one that the blue lantern gets, and it powers up all lanterns in a close radius around you. And then there's one last ability, which I'm pretty sure all the lanterns have.
This final ability allows you to create a duplicate of your current ring at the cost of all your hope. Once used, the ability becomes locked. Oh,
so I think you gave me a ring. And there we go. Yep. So that's how you make a ring, an extra ring, but you can only do it once. Look at that. Now we've switched by duplicating our rings. So now we're going to take a look at some of the other ones. And you know me, I got to try yellow next. Yellow is Fear. Now if I go ahead and activate my suit, there we go. Oh, look at that. White lantern. Now that one I believe isn't done yet. Now let's see what kind of constructs I have as a yellow lantern. Let's see. Ooh, a scythe. We got claws, the Fear claws. We got a pickaxe. He doesn't have quite as many constructs as like green or blue does, but he has a handful of cool ones. The yellow lantern's unique ability is Inflict Fear.
I go blind.
15 seconds of yellow fear 5, lowness 2, and darkness 2.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so in red text it said, what was that? And then I heard a creeper pop up behind me and a bunch of different noise. I'm gonna do it to you.
Yeah, because you have all the powers. Whoa. Wait. I hear a warden. Creeper! Oh. It tries to freak you out. That's pretty awesome.
I would recommend getting the white lantern ring because you can see a bunch of cool things. Like specifically, I can see everything that is alive in the world. Like you have a white outline, for some reason the dummy does, but I can see mobs right below us right here. There's 3 of them, 4 of them.
Wow. Yeah, because white is supposed to be life, right?
He embodies every single emotion. So he has access to the Green Lantern abilities, White Lantern powers, Red Lantern, Indigo, Yellow, everything. In theory, I have telekinesis.
Probably, it's still in progress. I think they're still working on the White Lantern.
Phasing, which that worked.
Yep, there you go. Phase right through the wall.
My standard punch does 23 damage. He has a dimensional sack. Oh, it's an ender chest. Oh. It's a portable ender chest in your inventory.
So White Lantern is like definitely the most busted because you just have like access to every single ability from all the different lanterns.
The napalm blood, I think this is.
Oh, that's part of Red Lanterns?
Yeah, so they spit up like red napalm blood.
And you can even make the constructs, right? That's amazing. Oh my gosh. Wait, hit this with that.
It's only 46 damage.
Bro.
2 of the biggest factions in the Green Lantern universe are the Black Lanterns and the White Lanterns. Life and death.
Yeah, so the black one doesn't work yet, and I think it's not going to work for a bit still. So that one's going to come at a future update. But there is just so much in this mod with like the customization and like the unique abilities. It makes it easily one of my favorite superhero mods I've seen. The version we're playing here is not public yet and won't be out for another month or so. But you can still play a version of this right now, Foley's Lantern Corps, in the description below. I'd love to do something with this mod because it's freaking awesome. Been thinking for a while now about doing a new superhero survival. Let me know some of your guys' ideas for that in the comments below.